Great to see Victor Olofsson here today. Victor, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. I think we're all kind of in the same boat here. So the logical question is, what are you doing?
I'm not doing much right now. I'm just I'm working out, of course, and just trying to stay in shape and just trying to get the time to pass by.
You live such a kind of a routine, right? Like such a strict routine when you're in season. How hard has it been able to stay on a proper routine that allows you to keep feeling good?
It's a little bit tougher right now, of course, when you don't really have to do anything. I'm happy to just spend time with my family and friends, and like I said, I'm just trying to work out and staying in shape. So I'm doing good.
I guess health-wise, you were back playing, but I'm guessing the body appreciates a little bit of the rest too, as you had some injuries this year.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a perfect time to kind of let the body heal up and just do a little bit of rehab workouts, and it's good for me that way. And But obviously, I would love to still play some hockey.
When did you head back home?
I think I've been home for a week right now, so I think I no, not even. Maybe, yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least for 5 or 6 days, maybe.
Hmm.
I tried to head home as soon as the season was suspended. Just tried to find a flight and get back home as fast as I could, just to be sure that the borders didn't close and stuff like that. Like I said, probably 5 or 6 days right now.
Keeping in touch with your teammates regularly?
A few of them,
A
yeah.
few? Yeah.
A little bit easier staying in contact with the Swedes. So we talk a lot, but I don't really haven't really been talking with a lot of guys in Buffalo or from the U.S. So I hope everyone is doing all right, and I haven't heard anything bad yet. So I hope that's a good sign.
You were just starting to play with Johansson again, and that was, an interesting dynamic. It was literally the last practice report that we focused on, and then you weren't playing anymore. Has he become, what has he become to you in your life, I guess?
I would say a very close friend. He took good care of me from day one. He's a guy that's been around for a long time, and so he's a guy that I really look up to, and I think we've been really clicking, just both on and off the ice. So he's been a big part of my life this season for sure.
Hey, we've been airing classic games in Sabres history on MSG starting this week. When you were growing up, what were your viewing habits as a kid? Like, were you watching the Swedish league? Was that like a regular thing that you were able to either witness in person or watch on TV? And how much NHL did you watch, and what games from the NHL might come to mind when you were a kid?
Um, I was watching more of the SHL for sure. Growing up, I feel like it's kind of hard as a kid from Sweden to watch a lot of NHL hockey live. I mean, you can watch a lot of highlights and YouTube clips of players and so on, but it's hard to watch the games live, as I think usually we're 6 hours at least
Hmm.
ahead of in time, so it's usually in the middle of the night over here. um I do remember watching a few playoff games though, and I do remember watching I think it was 08, 09 or something like that, when Pittsburgh and Detroit
Yep.
played each other back to back in the Stanley Cup Finals. So I have a memory from those games, but otherwise it hasn't been a lot of NHL hockey live. So more just like I said, YouTube clips and stuff like that.
Who did you love watching in the SHL?
Um, It's ooh, tough question. There's a lot of players that are coming and going in the
Yeah.
SHLs, but I looked up. I loved watching Niklas Sandström. He was playing for Modo after he came back from North America. So he was a guy that I loved watching, and we had 2 years. I think Matt Zuccarello played in Modo too. When I was probably just 12 or 13 maybe when he was playing here. So I was watching those guys a lot, and was dreaming of playing for Modo.
Amazing. Do you still feel like, so how did it evolve then? I mean, you were in the Moto system and then you end up moving around a little off of that and were in Frölunda before you ultimately came here. How does that work from a development standpoint, and then when you turn pro?
It's like you said, it's a little bit different because in Sweden we have all the SHL organizations have teams, junior teams, and then usually they have all the way down to probably when you start playing at 6 or 7 years old. So I was in the Modo system from when I started playing till I was up in the pro team, and I think I was 18 or 19. So it's a little bit different, but at the same time, I think it's very cool, and it's great from a development um, point just to kind of be in the same organization. You kind of play the same hockey all the way through all the teams up to the pro team. So yeah, I think it makes it maybe a little bit easier when you finally do get to the pro team and you don't really have to change much in the way you're playing.
Well, obviously, you made that transition last year with Rochester, and this year full season with the Sabres, and we're hoping, obviously, to see that season conclude. What's your greatest achievement and takeaway from this first NHL season?
My greatest achievement, I mean, it's just. I think I had a great start. I feel like I scored a lot of goals in the beginning of the year, and feel like that helped me just. Sorry, I just had another call right there.
That's okay.
I just feel like that. I feel like that helped me a lot, just gaining confidence and trusting myself to become an NHL player. So I feel like it's. Wait, it's my dad. He's trying to contact me. There we go. Sorry. So I feel like that start really helped me to just kind of come into the league and feel like I really was a part of the NHL, and achievement wise, I feel like it was really nice to just get to that 20 goal mark, especially after being away for 15 games or so. I feel like that was really a really nice spot to get to.
Well, we can't wait to see you back in the ice, Victor. Thanks so much, and be well.
All right, thank you. You too.